Yanyantechua, and maybe I'm discovered for Europe, I come a bush for Ghana. No, me used to tap send, tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Eye easy, eye convenient, eye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover ye map him. Tap send. Intienne. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come we busuya for Ghana for na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Oh yeah! Are you ready? Elevate GH in partnership with Sammy Flex TV Production comes your way with a great opportunity for new and up-and-coming artists as well as already established independent artists, record labels or talent managers. Packages include quality music video shoots and music promotion. We give you clean shots, better video quality and the opportunity to promote you and your work across the globe. For more details and enquiries, call 0553 049 693 or 050 4323640. Elevate GH and Sammy Flex TV Production. Everything for the culture.
Another week is here, another month is here, and everything is working for the good of God's people. Are you part of God's people? If you are part, then I want to believe everything is working for your good, just as it is working for our good as well. This is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, seated, and we are about to start another wonderful week where we are about to give you all the wonderful stories making waves in our showbiz industry. Everybody to be a part of it. My name is Sammy Flex. In the studio, Roland Amati is also seated. Nana Reagan is back on the show, as well as in team Dode Solomon, aka Chemo. Everybody is back from the weekend. How was your weekend? Our weekend was very, very good. Did a funeral trip on behalf of our brother, MC Kobe, who went to bury his late dad somewhere in the central region. What's the name of the
Breman Bedum in the center.
A place called Breman Bedum. You passed through the big town we passed through. No, not really. Oh, you go through it, but there's another. It starts with JB. Okay, let's forget about it and move on with our business. But we are back. It is necessary that as family members, when it happens like this, we show face to show love, sympathy, and that is what we were up to this weekend. Apart from that, we also gave you a video shoot from the Elevate GH Sammy Flex TV collaboration, so you can also take advantage of it. Call us and let your team connect with us. Let's get a video for you, very quality but very affordable as well. We do this here on Sammy Flex TV here as well. So you guys are welcome. Join with your comments, subscribe to us, and put down everything that you want us to discuss, you want us to talk about, everything that you wish to drop to us. Please bring it on board and let's have a wonderful discussion, just as we have been doing every day. Now let's move on to our first story. I know one of the things that has trended over the weekend is actor Harold Amenyah's wedding, and the fact that social media is buzzing with commentaries. So far, I'm asking just one question, that looking at what is happening, looking at what we are seeing on social media, that started, well, I don't know who actually, I should say, started it. Whether it was the guy who posted a photo, whether it was the popular bongo ideas, whose first commentary sparked all this conversation, or what. So this is an official photo, or these are official photos from the couple. You can see all these things when they were getting prepared for the big occasion. The man, actor Harold Amenyah. Here the lady is also called Irene. Information is that she's a nurse or something like that. And this is what we see. Look at the old woman. The old woman is trying to until one particular picture, one particular comment from people speaking here and there that, oh, the lady is not beautiful. How come a nice young actor who is also very handsome will just go for any lady? And unnecessary comments here and there. As it stands now, I'm here advertising with you. They also go and bring the picture, write something that they think, oh, yeah, they can't there. No, when get this matter for example. Let's know about this matter for the same picture someone is using to insult you. They go and bring the picture, and to them they think they are writing something good about it.
Yeah.
To have
Yeah. I think from the side of the guy, no. Because he has been on the spotlight for a long time, and obviously he's aware, or for some reasons he knows.
Okay, so Chamo, sorry.
Yeah.
So this, well, I'm seeing so many things here. So let me start from number one. Number one is Afia Pukua, who is also called Vim Lady, a broadcaster. Her opinion on what is happening. Once again, she brought a different photo, not the wedding day photo, a different photo of the couple, and she brought the troubled photo once again. The troubled photo, as I watch on the screen, is on my right, and a different photo from the left. And she also wrote that you marry based on who will be your peace and support your growth, not who social media likes or who wears the best wigs and fancy dressing. I pray that this wedding, I pray that this marriage is blessed to be a testimony to the world. Harold Amenyah, congratulations to you and wifey. And once again, the trouble photo was brought in here, interestingly. Chabo, so you can still continue.
Yeah.
Richie, we can have the trouble photo alone. I want us to. For those who might not have seen this whole story. Yes.
I think for Harold Amenyah, I think this is nothing new to him.
Okay.
He has been in this space for a while, so I think he will be aware, or he knows that for him he looks nice, so he may not get it the way others will get it. Yes, and this time around, unfortunately for him, it is coming from the heat is on somebody that he is closely associated with. That's the lady, and this, when it comes like this, you can't do much about it. People will say whatever they like, or they may run their commentary in their own way. Those who will try to say something nice, but theirs are even worse than those who are saying it direct and all that. But the point is that you can't do anything about it, so you just have to ignore. Or even if some way, somehow, you are not so comfortable with it, you find a way to deal with it. Because that's how the world is. In fact, even in real life, not on social media, some people around him will still say this thing. He may even hear it from close friends or even
Close.
yes, as you say, yes, some will say it, but the point is,
Okay, so now I'm sure we can talk about it. So this is the picture that caused the trouble. And obviously, it doesn't look like it is part of the official photos of the couple, because Harold himself has shared some of the official photos on his timeline, on Instagram especially. And this particular one came even before he had posted anything. This one came far before he posted something himself. And it has caused unnecessary tension online. Can this affect the couple? Chemo has been on the floor.
Yeah, okay. So here is the thing. I mean, Harold, he looks handsome, or the way he looks. Yeah, a lot of women, and his position as a celebrity, a lot of women will wish that they are the one that he is getting married to. For that reason, some will attack him. Some will attack the lady just based on that, because it's like they are all competing for the same man, as I've said it several times here. So the one who will get it, they will find a means to attack you. So if you are not happy and you move, then others will get a chance to also come in or also have a bite. That's why I agreed with Kwame Eugene when he said that any woman who wants to be with him should have a tough skin. This is the meaning of it. I mean, this clearly tells you that yes, if you don't have a tough skin, you can't be around any celebrity. Yes, at all, because these are some of the things that you face. Some people will insult you for no reason. Some people will say like harsh things that if you think about it, you will not feel good. Just that you have to be tough to find a way to deal with it, and the lady is going through it. Yes, Harold may not go for an interview and they say any lady who wants to come close to me should have a tough skin. But this is the reality. You will have to, because it will happen to you. So I think it's not because people are objectively assessing the lady's beauty or something. Some people are attacking because they wish it were them, and they seem not to have the chance, but they still want to take a bite. So they will insult you for no reasons, and that's how the world is. And again, some people may think that they are being objective, and they will also share their opinion that yes, she's not beautiful, but the point is, and so what? This is about marriage. It's not about beauty contest for you to come and say something
judge
like
beauty.
Yes, people outside will judge superficially, and that's how the world is anyway. People will see you and judge you without coming closer, and when they get closer, they may ignore other things. And in fact, when you are aware of some of these things, then you know how to operate. Some of us, we will not go anywhere and try to maybe get a lady by telling them that we appear nice or something like that. We know that that's not our stronghold. No, our stronghold is talking to them. So when we get close, then we start cleaning their brains for them to ignore other things that we may fall short. That's what it is. So even if the lady will not look as beautiful as some people want, do they know what she brings on board when it comes to Amenyah? Maybe the guy may enjoying her company. The guy may enjoying the peace that he gets when he's closer and all that. That's what matters to the guy. So he will choose her on any day. That's why he's ready to marry her. So those who are talking, yes, it will happen, and you can't do anything about it. But I mean, I will tell them, if it will affect anybody at all, it will be the lady. So me, I will advise the lady to ignore some of these things, because this is what comes with marrying a celebrity or a popular person, or what we may term a successful person. So, and I will also advise the guy to also tell the lady that yes, that's what comes with this, so just be ready for them. And he should not respond to what is happening. I will tell him not to, because if he tries, it will make it worse. So he should just go about his thing and do what he thinks is right. But responding directly to what is happening will worsen the case. That's what I see.
Now, what do you think might have gone wrong? I don't know if you have thought about this, and if you have an idea of what might have gone wrong.
I have, Russ. I think for me, first of all, I will tackle the shots of the photographer, the angle where he took the shot from. Because sometimes,
but this is not from the official photography of the event.
Yes, people use their phones to take pictures, and when they are at a very good position, they take very beautiful pictures. Sometimes they can take it from an angle, and you see the same person. They can show you two images, and you see the difference. So I think it was just coming from a wrong angle for me. Reality is that this lady is not ugly as they want to put it at all. She's a very beautiful lady. I've seen other pictures of her, and I don't think
but once again, there are some pictures circulating that
is her. I mean,
yeah.
I've seen the single shots that people are posting that is not her.
No, I think if you look at the one that they brought to now, the one you were on the right and the left, now you can clearly see
the exactly. That's what I'm saying. So one, for me, I think it's camera shots, like coming from a wrong angle. They took the picture from a wrong angle, because if you compare that particular picture to even this one that we are seeing on our screens right now, you can't tell me this lady is ugly. So rather me, when the whole thing was going on, I was following the thread, and what I was doing is just to those who are putting out harsh comments, especially the women. My interest was in the women that were giving harsh comments, that were insulting the lady and all of that. I was just checking their profiles, and I can tell you for a fact that about 70 to 80% of them were not married. Some of them don't even have the confidence to post their own pictures. They were using images of
other people,
other things
as their DPs.
They can't post themselves. Some of them too have offside body shapes. And you are on social media because we don't know who you are married to, we don't know your house, we don't know what you are doing, or no one can identify you as this is the person that has been saying this. You just hide behind social media, and then you say anything you want to people on such an occasion. You see, marriage ceremonies it can happen most of the time, but it is meant to happen once, because if your marriage goes well, you are not going to remarry. So it's a very special occasion for everybody, and it's going to be a very long-lasting memory for a lot of people. So on such an occasion, if you want to go hard at somebody like that, if you have conscience, just sit down and reason and think about some of the things you want to put out about people on such occasion. So would they have said that, God forbid, if they saw the RIP photos of this lady, would they have been talking about her looks and other things like that? This is the hypocrisy some people talk about all the time. They will not talk about her beauty. They will all be acting like as a woman in a crown. So people should stop some of these things. I understand the vampire generation, the blood money generation that we are inside. People don't really care how you feel. In as much as they are going to get the likes and comments, they will put you there for people to come at you. But if you look at this thing and how people are going about it, Charlie, there's beauty in everything. Sometimes it is you. The problem is not the person. The problem is you. What you are looking at and where you want to look at the things from. So you don't just see somebody's picture, just one shot of it, and then you just go and sit somewhere, and then you talk trash about the person, describe and body shame the person like that. It is sad. This thing, if, like Chemo is saying, if the girl doesn't have a very tough skin and somebody who can easily deal with some of these things, it is going to stay with her for the rest of her life. It will leave the memories of this thing, will live with her for the rest of her life. In fact, she needs a therapist if she is not that tough. And in situations like this, one thing that I have personally observed is that saving the situation will come from close associates, people who are very close to you.
In fact, a boy to be specific.
But unfortunately, sometimes our friends are the ones that send us the post with harsh comments. Our best friends, they will go and screenshot those things.
Have you seen this?
Have you seen this one? See what this person is saying. This person didn't talk about as like you were saying, as if or can be done, but they don't think about the psyche and the emotions, how you receive the post and all of that. Because if you've not seen the post, you've not seen it. If I've not seen it, I won't suffer any emotional damage.
That's true.
But your friends will send it to you. They'll be bombarding and flooding your phones with all the ugly posts that people are making about you. Instead of maybe, I agree to some extent when you said some people too were using the same picture and were saying positive things as if they were. I understand that thing very clear. But for me, I think we should allow that because, in the midst of the negative and the harsh posts and all of that, some of these posts can ease the girls.
But I still think to do that, maybe you can get a different image.
Yes, I get.
But to use the same image, that energy still needs.
You see, but there's also this thing that I have been saying this and that. You see, the best way to deal with some of these things is, for instance, if somebody have like a picture of you that you don't want it to go out, and the person threatens that he will put that picture out, and the person posts that picture. If you share that picture, you have that a lot of damage to whatever intentions or motive the person have. If you share it yourself, you can write whatever comments or captions. People will also see the same picture on your timeline. You have killed whatever motive the person have. Maybe you might not kill it entirely, but it helps for you to recover. Because once you don't want the thing at all and the thing keeps coming, that is when you suffer the damage more. The damage becomes very, very,
intense.
very intense. But once you are like, okay, if you put it, you have putting it out already. That is why all these loud philanthropists and celebs that we have in this country, the strategy they use is that they kill themselves to you first.
Before you come to kill them.
They bring all the debts that you can hear and say, hey, why you say? They will put it out themselves. So when you go and say it, it becomes something in people's ear like, somebody say, oh, I say radio on what that is the strategy they use because they know if they are not very strong over it, and you are putting it out and it becomes a weapon to you, when you use it at them, that is when they get hurt. But if it is also something they can easily put out, so people should give the lady a break for her to enjoy her marriage. Some of you that were saying you are beautiful than the lady, so you are not beautiful like that.
They are.
Is it because no one has chosen the best one?
Yes. Beauty is part of it. Beauty is part of the categories or factors.
The marking scheme.
Yes, the marking. So if you have not been chosen, don't be too confident of your beauty like that. You can come to the beauty table to talk beauty.
Okay. Ro, take over. Still on Harold, Amenyah, and the wife Irene over the weekend. Yeah, still trying to catch up with some of the happenings over the weekend, and Roland is next to speak. Yes, Ro.
So technically, another guy saying I own your face.
Say, Obian Warem.
Yeah.
Not really. It's part of it, but I can guarantee it will not get down to just your beauty. Your beauty will attract whoever wants to come closer. But there are more things than just the beauty.
So, Chamo, you agree with me?
Well, it's not the major factor.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Oh, continue.
When Kwame Eugene made his statement, so many people took it the wrong way. You see, this is exactly what he meant. See, the people in the creative art space, or even the space of being a people's person, it's not easy like that. Some people would think that, like it is as easy as being an ordinary person because you are also a human being.
Or you don't have much.
It is very, very difficult. In fact, when it comes to relationship and marriage, the kind of hazards that an ordinary person is exposed to, somebody who is a people's person is exposed to 3 times or 4 times of that particular hazard. So when someone says, oh, if you want to marry somebody who is a people's person, you need to have a tough skin. This is what it means. Anything can happen at any time. Is Harold a controversial person?
No.
Have you ever, when was the last time we even saw Harold even arguing with somebody before? Who been poor? But look at what is happening to the guy.
Innocently in the fanboy pictures and I know baby.
Innocently on social media.
Yeah.
So we are not safe.
Of course. Nobody, yeah. Nobody.
Sure.
Even the
But you've had your share already.
For me, they are.
Even the people who are married self, the ones who are married self are not safe. How much more you that you are now going to enter? That is the sad reality. In fact, we have so many people who are sadists in this system. They are just looking for ways and means to kill whatever canker or cancer or whatever curse they have in them. And even if it means them using you, that is the sad reality on the ground. See, if you are going in for a popular person, I always say this. It is not about you knowing what the person does. Understanding what the person does and the hazards that come with it is a major, factor here. If you know this person is a doctor, it is not just about knowing. It is about understanding that the person can even be called at all hours. And there is nothing you can do about it. It is understanding the hazards that come with the person's job. And there is nothing, sometimes there is nothing that you can do about it. And this is one of them. We see whatever the people are saying about them. They can't do anything. Even if, that is when I agree with Chemo that even if they try to come and respond, it will escalate more.
They are dead.
Because you see, whatever response that you give, you actually be responding. There are different groups in this conversation. So there are people who are just angry because it is not them in that position. That is one. There are people who feel like, you are beautiful, your wig and your costume did not help you. Those people are there. And we have some people who, like you said, will come as sympathizers but will come and worsen the case. Those people are also there. So when you come, definitely your response cannot cover these three sections.
Yeah.
Yes. You will tackle one. And the moment you tackle one, you see the other two, they will come. So let's just imagine how the conversation will go. For me, I don't expect this particular thing to affect their marriage in any way. Unless the lady was not prepared to marry the guy. If the lady comes out to say that out of this she is depressed, me, I will be surprised.
Oh, but she's human.
Oh yes, I know she's human. Yes, you see.
No, don't be surprised a bit.
Okay, so
because the way the thing was handled, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Unless she did not see them. But
she will. Even if she doesn't see them direct,
her own friends will post it. But her own friends will forward it to
people
her.
Closer to her will send it to her. That one day you will get it. That one day you will get it. Let somebody insult you online right now. Somebody close to you will send it. They will send it. Oh, that one there is simple cry. But what I'm saying is that there should be that education about people having a strong mentality and a tough skin whenever they are entering into any kind of relationship with somebody. The moment you know this person even has a tendency of becoming a people's person,
be ready for some.
Be ready for some of these things. Whether the person is controversial, if the person is controversial, that one day you know what you are getting yourself into. But if the person is not controversial, still you need to prepare your psyche for some of these things, because things can get messed up. See, some people can have a smooth marriage. Then in the middle, about 2 years, 3 years, then a scandal will hit, pam. One picture will leak, or even after the marriage, this one put here, it is you that they are talking about. Let's thank God it is not one side chick that came that, that conversation song. That one even has a tendency of breaking my. If it is about your beauty, they are not the people who chose you. It is your husband that chose you. So if somebody comes to say you are not beautiful, ask your husband, my dear, am I beautiful? Yes, you are beautiful. Kiss die. That is how you solve this case. You don't come out and come and respond.
Let's also send this message out that you see people should understand their personal expectations as against reality. Sometimes I, Nana Regan, will have my personal expectations of Sammy Flex. So if I don't meet that expectation, I shouldn't conclude that this is what it is. I think a lot of them that are doing that is they have expectations looking at Harold.
And the kind of woman.
When this guy there, he will not choose me because I am not there. I am not in that category of women. It's just
mindset.
You understand? So people should be aware of those things. And then if you don't meet your expectations, just sit at home and eat your food and mind your business.
Let me add this quick. We interviewed this guy Van Vika and his wife on KSM show. Come and see comments. In fact, they have married for over 10 years. But come and see comments under there. I'm disappointed in you. Why are you going for this lady? Why? They have married for over 10 years. But still, they are insulting her.
The wife was not beautiful.
Yes, they are. She's not beautiful. The way she's talking is not nice. They'll have every reasons on this planet to just to insult her. So they should just be ready. In fact, they should go for Kwame Eugene to give them tutorials.
Well, that's what I also want to say. As much as people are not doing so many things right, I also think that on some special days, we should also be careful on some petty things. You see the lady, all that is happening is because of her wig.
Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah.
No, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And maybe someone should be able to point what went wrong than we are looking at this. So sympathize with her.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. On some days, beyond everything, we should also pay attention to some petty things. One, I don't know who styled her on the day. Whether the person was a pro, your friend, or yourself, or some cheap side, how do we call it? Stylist. So there are some things, because it's not as if the lady is not beautiful. All of us, there are some clothes when you put on, you feel good in yourself. You know that today I'm looking good. There are some clothes when you put on and someone takes a photo. Wow, I'm feeling. We all have it.
Yes.
Me, I've been seeing that often. And the wait much photo 100.
So that's the but the major point is that no matter what they will insult her. I can guarantee that. Even if let's change this lady, bring another lady that objectively we will all say that okay, this lady is beautiful.
It's more beautiful than her. You will
so they will insult her. Oh, it goes beyond just the look.
No. Wait. The reason, you see, they will not insult her. They like the way Van Vika example you used. But I said this lady, the picture went bad. It's not as if the lady is not beautiful. It is the picture that was the problem. And sometimes pictures can go bad. So it's not about her looks. No, it's far away from her looks. It is the picture. That's why some people will restrict every other camera from taking them photos on such occasions. Because sometimes it might not even be yourself. If you're wearing him style, be photo. Because when you know this is my camera, where it is coming, you have a way of meeting it. Maybe because why when him start there too, I shall not be a photo on his wedding day. I look at his face. He doesn't seem happy. So me, I still think that all these petty things, beyond the fact that we will admonish all those who are misbehaving, on such days, you also have to be careful. As a matter of fact, and we need to put that one out as well. So whilst we are wishing them a good marriage, we also want to use this to advise others. On some days, don't joke with some details, because it can be like that forever if you make that error. So let's pay attention to details. Now, last Friday, I think those who watched Showbiz Daily, we told you that right after the show, we were going to the Airport View Hotel for the launch of Ghana Music Awards Europe. That is the Lawson Herbal Bitters edition. And really and truly, we were there. In fact, when we went there, some of us, or let me say me, I was really surprised with the turnout. Though I know this is the second edition, but knowing the competition that has been around it, knowing the fact that someone has also taken the lead with it, I thought the person was going to take away some of the shine. But interestingly, when we got there, wow, the quality of people who came, the number of people who came, like the impression created, everybody who was there proved that this is something that we are ready for. And personally, I was so surprised. I'm here asking myself that, what does it mean the other guys, people really won't mind them? Or, oh, these people there, and also they nominate a microphone, everybody will just come. How are we to judge this? Because on the day, I was so surprised with the things I saw. I thought they might have lost some steam or something based on what has been happening. But interestingly, I was impressed, overly impressed. And Roland, you were there. What does it mean that these guys are still having that lead? Did they have that mantle?
Russell, let me say congratulations to them. I think this is the Lawson Herbal
edition.
Ghana Music Awards Europe. So, yes, I must also say that I was very, very impressed with the turnout. In fact, I also thought the other one was going to have a huge effect on this one. But it clearly shows that everybody is looking for a place to belong. That's what I see, or that's how I concluded it. Because, yes, these are two entities that no matter what you do, they belong to the same fraternity. And everybody would want to associate themselves with whoever. If you like, go and bring Satan himself. He will still get people to follow them. This is just business. It has nothing to do with feelings. It has nothing to do with sentiments. It has nothing to do with anything. This is just business for all of them. And when you look at the kind of recce that these people, or the kind of effort that these people put into the organization prior to this particular event, you wouldn't be so surprised with the turnout. Because, yes, right when they were having their scuffle here and there, they were quarreling on air, this one throwing bomb here, this one throwing bomb there. You clearly see that these people were also underground, making sure that they get some things done right.
Okay.
Yes, it wasn't just about you leaving it to chance. Because when you leave it to chance, nobody would mind you. It is about you making the people feel like, okay, you care for them or you are part of them. And that is what these people did that I think got them the numbers. Okay. Because some people would say, oh, now say Ghana Music Awards Europe there, but and Chelida. So what difference are you going to bring on board?
And impact
besides, it is the same Europe. But these people have certain kind of messages that the other people don't. And it is about them making the people who came feel safe or being assured that, oh, we've done it before. We have that track record.
Level of trust.
Yes, there's that level of trust and credibility there. We can do it again. In fact, now we've even opened up. We want to do it better. So we just disregard whatever you've seen or whatever you've heard. For somebody, kind of story. This is somebody that has not done it before, has not attempted it before. And I have done something that can clearly give you a certain kind of hope. So that is what we saw. For whatever it is as to who even has the lead right now, I would say these guys now have certain kind of leverage with their attendance, that it is about just continuing the message that they are holding right now. Because when they lose guard, it is about them continuing the message. Because as it stands, the other people are also not ready to back out. Since they've launched, now it is about them also coming back to tell the people the next step, or even when voting starts and when the main event is going to happen, as well as venue announcement. And these people, I think, have been able to so far do half of the job, that is announcing the nominees. And also people know that this is either going to happen in France or which another country. I think they mentioned it on the night.
Okay.
So since they've been able to give these people that level of assurance, I think it is still about maintaining that particular message and making sure you still keep in touch. Because the moment you lose touch, the other people will come for them. So far.
But the other people, do you really see seriousness in their operations?
Well,
I am not convinced about them yet.
I also have my own reservations about
Yeah.
them. You know, since this conversation started, not to downgrade anybody's effort or anybody's input in whatever they're doing, but then since this whole conversation started, like I said, there's been some level of unseriousness that I've seen on their part, especially with the way they started this whole particular project.
Okay.
I believe they could have done it in a different light. But then, during the latter part, after they had announced their nominations, that was when certain things like them having an active social media page, an official website, and all these things were launched. And these things, to me, I believe should have been the basics, should have been done even before the announcement. So either way, you can't still rule them out because they've made certain level of commitment into the particular project. And I'm not sure they will be willing to let it go easily like that.
Well, Chamo, after the catfish, decided to go home to sleep. So we left him and we went for the lunch. But the catfish, he was there.
Oh, yeah.
Chamo, so far, I know you've seen one or two.
Yes.
And what do you think about it in comparison to the other one? And hey, this is our man, Kojo King, who was also nominated in the category Unsung Artist of the Year. And interestingly, Kojo was also nominated at the other one. So, same category, yes.
Yeah.
The other Ghana Music Awards Europe, same category, he was also there. Chamo, yes, so what do you see comparing the two and what we saw last Friday?
Yes, based on what I've seen online and even on our platform, our Facebook.
Yeah, we streamed, Richie streamed live from there,
yes.
Yeah, you're right.
I think so far, so good for these guys. I think they are doing something right. And if they continue like that, the other people, they will be in trouble. I mean, I'm surprised they really got a lot of people to...
Quality people.
Yeah.
Quality people and the numbers.
Yes. So
I was so surprised myself.
Yeah. So
when we went there, we even struggled to get seat. Yes, someone had to just go and vacate a seat for me.
Oh, wow.
The rest of the people did not even get a seat.
Yes. So I think these people, they are doing something right. So the other group, they should be ready for serious competition. If they don't do that, I mean, they will lose out. Whoever do their things right will shadow the other one because they are all going with the same name. And it may happen at different places, but one will shadow the other based on how it comes out and how they popularize it in terms of marketing it, putting it for people to know that this is it. I mean, and so far, these guys, they are on top. When I compare the two, I didn't hear much about the launch of the other one as compared to this one. So these people, this is their time, and they shouldn't slow with this. I think the best person who can take this will be based on who can flood online platforms with what is happening and trying to be creative about it as well. Don't just put anything there, but be creative about it. Get some, like now get Kojo King to do endorsement, sing a little bit of his song, get the people that you have nominated, let them do something and push it out there. I think I'm giving them free consultation, but this is it. I mean, they should find a way to push it. So may the best person win. But so far, I think this group, they have done well, and the numbers is really encouraging, and if they continue like that, they will take the lead and it will overshadow the other one. But the thing is, this is business, so come out with your best and let's see what you can do or what you can get from it. So they should go on. If they are not ready to settle among themselves, okay, let's see who have the best means to be on top, and I wish them all the best. But kudos to these guys. I think they did well.
Well, Nana, you were also not there.
Yeah,
what have you seen? I hope your artist was nominated.
Yes, I think I've seen that, and I saw pictures and videos of the nominees announcement on social media, and it was a very colorful event. judging from the videos I watched. I think that I see two things. One, I see the other people trying to use, that's my own observation anyway, trying to use legal means to beat these people down. And then these people are also trying to work to put the brand that they want to build out there. And that is what is working for these people over the other guys.
Okay.
And I would commend them for it and then ask that they continue like this.
You commend rich people?
The ones that you attended. You didn't attend the first one,
no.
Right? So the one that you attended.
That's the last one.
They should continue like this and put up very good works, because in our space, the only way you can overshadow somebody like Chemo was saying is when you put out very excellent work, especially when it comes to some of these schemes, award schemes and all of that. If you make it anyhow, people too will see it anyhow. Yeah, we will not see them like that. So that is how I'm seeing. I think they are working right, and I wish nothing stops them.
Okay.
Knowing Ghanaians very well, I'm not surprised about the numbers. I know Ghanaians. I think one thing that is affecting the other guys too is you see the CEO's name.
Okay.
Some records of the CEO and certain stories or commentaries that have gone on with regards to certain awards that he has put out in this country. That is, I see that to be affecting them in this particular competition. These people are lucky not to have much, controversies and other things in the first one, and they don't have any bad records like that, so it's a win for them. And I think that is where their motivation and confidence is built on, and it's making them put these works out. But knowing Ghanaians, I won't be surprised the two shows will cause very huge audience, because we are talking about Ghana Music Awards Europe, and people would
one has done it before, and the person has credibility to do it. The other one, we are not too sure.
Well, brass, don't be surprised.
And you can't use mouth to just assure people that.
I understand, giving out that show, that standard show that people, applaud you for. Yes, that one they better. I'm saying that the other partner, unless you have technical eyes and yes to understand what I'm saying, knowing Ghanaians and technical eyes and yes, and also you don't understand. Those who want to understand, they understand where I'm coming from. Knowing Ghanaians, I would not be surprised if the two show record huge attendance and all of that. Yeah, I would not be surprised at all, because this is Accra, this is Ghana. People wants to do moves, people wants to do things, people wants to do business. You understand? So they should just do good production. I think the whole strength or whatever will make one overshadow one is going to be production. Yeah, it's going to be their production. And
but I see one not happening at all for it to even get to production. For it to even get to production.
You have a way of cancelling people stuff. You stop it.
I know.
I will happen. It will be happen. That two will be a media. I want the two to happen.
I see one not happening at all.
Why?
Oh, it won't happen.
Why? Because they don't have sponsors.
No, it's not about sponsors. All of them, they have sponsors.
So what makes it?
When it happens, I will show you which one. Yes, but I know.
George, you bring the story.
Well, I won't be surprised if the two happens and they all achieve success. Because honestly, personally, I want the two shows to go on.
We all wish. You see, Nana Regan, I'm sure that the confusion. Exactly, that's what I'm about to say. The confusion is not who is going to do it. We wish they are all doing it. After all, we can't have just one award scheme for the whole of Europe. You can't cover all. But what is this craze about having the same name? What is Ghana Music Awards Europe and Ghana Music Awards Europe? So can't one be creative a little bit?
That's the problem.
I'm sure as we are here, if you want to come up with a program concept, and this one says, let's call it entertainment review, and Regan tells us, Kwesi Abuadi already has the thing already. You will not bother over that.
No, not at all.
You keep thinking.
Just
Not at
thinking,
all.
come out with a new.
But when you know all these things and you still want to do it, then you are killing your own self.
And brother, me, there's one problem that I have with their announcements, the categories. I think the numbers are too much for me. My personal opinion.
It could be what you wanted to talk about.
You have said this, and those with technical, yes,
okay.
we
It's too
understand.
much.
That is technical.
That's technical.
As you leave it.
Yes.
That is technical. That is so technical. And you see, at this stage, I also want to believe something. They want people to look good or to look bigger.
Yes.
So if you were able to do 8, I'm doing 11. If 11 people are to go out and start making noise about Ghana Music Awards Europe, the Dr. Lawson, of course, they will be beating the numbers. So I'm sure they would consider all these things to be very technical about it. And now it is sure going to be the same thing. Well, Nana, I'm being on the mic end because you have been moving with Wendy Shea as the road manager. Let me start this with you. I have come across a video of Sista Afia talking about fans who would want her to do a feature with Black Sherrif, and her understanding that at the moment she can't fault Black Sherrif if he's not available for a feature with her because she knows Black Sherrif might be very busy and he has a whole lot of stuff on his table. That is why, as it stands now, he has not been able to do anything with Black Sherrif. I'm here asking myself, will many artists understand the business like Sista Afia was talking, or they'll just ignore whether you are busy or you are not busy? Just do anything. Will many artists understand it this way, or they'll just ignore it? Let's go. Let's go and watch Sista Afia. I think she is in America. That's what I hear. And during one of her live sessions on Instagram, while she was communicating with her fans, she made this statement about Black Sherrif being busy and not being available for a feature will not come across to hurt her, but she sees it as such. Let's go watch it. And I'm asking that, will so many artists see this kind of behavior and take it cool, or some will still be offended no matter what? Let's watch. I'll be back.
Black Sherrif is somebody, I mean, it's always timing. Black Sherrif is somebody, I mean, it's always timing. With me as an individual, like, I believe in time. I mean, yes, he's the big star of Ghana right now. And probably when you're the biggest star, let me be honest with you, when you're the biggest star right now, there's a whole lot of pressure on you. But also, that doesn't mean as an artist, you can't, if you want to feature with a person, you wouldn't try. But you know, I've been in the game for a while, and I know when it's time to move to somebody and when it's not to move with somebody. Right now, he has a lot of pressure on him, and probably, but it would be amazing though, because it would be nice.
Yes, Nana. So, with your experience, will many artists understand the business this way?
Only few understand it this way, and those few are the ones that understand what they are about. People who just call for features and get emotional or engage in pity party are not really people or artists that knows what they are about. You see, there's a difference between knowing that, okay, I'm doing a business and this is how I have planned the whole thing. This is my direction of the business. When I bring this person in, this person is going to help at this point. At this point, I want to do it solo. I want to do it alone and get to this level or do that or achieve that. And then there are other people who just, they are not too even confident of themselves. So they feel like today currency drops and everybody is jamming to currency. Everybody is mentioning currency everywhere, so they have to associate with currency at all costs. Tomorrow it is Roland, and they need Roland. If Roland doesn't come, then Roland is a wicked person. Roland is heartless. Or Haiti and in Phobia. Most of our artists who go for features and they don't get, this is how they approach. That is the mindset they take to approach some of these artists. because the person is just there, because the person is enjoying all the bars, all the talkabilities. They have to, because they know when the moment they associate or get the feature, they are also going to enjoy that same bars. So that is just the plan. So if you have that mindset and you call for a feature and it doesn't come, definitely you are likely to end up throwing yourself here and there, like
being disappointed,
being disappointed, being bitter. But if you know what you are about and because sometimes, like Sister Afia was saying, sometimes you can even record a song that the song, if you need Black Sherrif on it, you ask yourself like, what are you trying to achieve? Like, what project are you going to put out there? What is the target of the project? Why do you need Black Sherrif now? People don't ask themselves some of these questions. They just close their eyes and say, I need Black Sherrif because Black Sherrif is at the top now.
He's the one shining.
Yeah, he's the one shining. That is all. That is why in most cases, some people can even get feature from people who are at the top and the song will still not go anywhere. If you know what you are about, you also build your own audience, work at it, and have a focus, have a drive. If you don't have that personal drive and you want to be doing that every day, people will see you trying to tap into people's shine
and not knowing what you want to do yourself.
You are. So it's direction and just streets and they want to belong, they want to be here, they want to be there. Today is this person, then Chenana radio na do ka no abache mo work kakra enti chemo amane pe chemo we nipa bonefo. Then it starts like
disappointment
that.
starts
I hate
coming.
the person. He on hating it because on any ejuma na e bia nyama bia aha nde you on hating it because of, let's say you have the shine, you have the badge, you have the numbers that I can also tap in and you are not giving it to me at that time. But some of these artists, they are very, very busy. In fact, some of the songs, when you send them, they don't even get to the artist because of project schedules and all of that. Because sometimes, for instance, if you send a song to a road manager or an artist manager, and the artist manager knows very well that between April and July, there's a tight schedule. Artists have to fly to France to go and shoot video. They have to go here to go and perform. We are making sure the stylist is having the artist at this time. They have certain interviews in the midst of all that. They are attending to. They've committed themselves to a lot of things. And then you come in with another feature call and all of that. At that point in time, that is what will make the artist even not catch a vibe with the song, because if there are a lot of things on the mind and she is planning for it, they are planning ahead to do this, it makes it very difficult. And sometimes it's not just the feature, even some of them the artists themselves. If you can ask Sista Afia, she will tell you at some point they get too busy and they are caught in the midst of doing a lot of things to the extent that they can't even write songs for themselves. They can't write it. When they take pen and paper, when they pick their phones to record something, nothing comes in their mind.
Okay.
It gets to that situation, it gets to that level too. So when you want a feature, you should be very strategic about it. Like she's saying, don't just say Black Sherrif is the biggest artist now and she is going around, so you need her on your song. And sometimes the songs that you even send to the people, they don't fall in line with what the person's vibe is or what the person also have been trying to put herself for. I know people who have sent songs to Stormzy that he has turned them down. I know Ghanaian artists that have sent songs to Stormzy in Fino. It is not because the person is not big. It is not because the person also doesn't have certain numbers that Stormzy will enjoy working with him. But on who the direction, like the direction of whatever element, whatever production you are trying to put out, and then entirely aside that, who so direction, put on okay. Let me see what drive this person getting. Let me associate.
No, I get this point. He does not just want to do music.
Not at all.
He wants to do music with a purpose.
With a purpose. Like he wants to leave something. Like today he's not there. People there was this artist.
He wants to do music with a purpose. Yeah.
Exactly. And so if you want to feature somebody, you need to think about some of these things. Don't just think about the person's bars, shine and talkabilities at a particular time. And then you'll be better. Every day you'll be better. It is just like this platform now. Underground artists the person be promoting. If you don't give the person chance,
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand? You will be disappointed. You will be bitter. Yeah, human being. You catch such feelings. But if you know such a may drive in me say me yes sir. When this is where I want to go. This is the direction I want to put things. Me record there at this time. I mean him say because of the drive I have. It's a me pet. But if I'm doing it at this time, now me sure it will fall in the same drive the other person have. Sometimes when you open the one here, be call.
Yeah,
it will come naturally. That is what happened between Burna Boy and Black Sherrif.
Black Sherrif, yeah.
Me I sure say maybe before first sermon in Yamanyamanka, Black Sherrif SMD emo cry, constructed and like people maybe Burna's team, maybe not Burna Boy himself, but his team would have ignored it at that time.
Yeah. But the Burna one, I still want to believe it is more of label connect than any other thing.
No, it was before.
It was before.
When Burna was vibing to his songs. Yeah. But the real feature will come out of a label business, knowing that we have already seen a connect.
Yes.
So let's tap into the connect.
That is now. I mean, with Sista Fia's thing there, we are talking about indie artists who are doing well for themselves and are trying to tap into somebody's shine or something or get a feature from a top artist. With the labels conversation there, and because of networking and other things, I mean, it goes beyond just putting out something that will be being vibe. We grab it to me because of the strong relationship between the two labels. They cannot say no. They will definitely do it for you. But where an indie artist who is being managed by a few guys wants to go like get Black Sherrif on the show, don't go with that expectation. Say at all costs, I will sell or send in your man. I also to me your man. Because they are not busy. My only pain has been that conversation of mayor, with Trimoniums and 1 year. Me I not pen a problem when it comes to this featuring talks. Because I know maybe you might delay somebody's project. Because somebody wants to release, let's say somebody wants to release at the end of April because the person has other plans for June and July. Then you delay the project, making the person feel like, by end of April, the enemy I'm sorting out. But by the end of April, we're then like
you're still
not on nothing. So what it means is that then I could be to area at the end of April. Now it is going into June. What he has to do in June will have to be on hold. And some of these things come with cost.
I get it.
It comes with cost. So if you are not doing it, you are not doing it. But let's also think, those of us going in for the future, let's think about some of these things. If you are saying, consider certain factors before you even start the conversation.
Okay, Chabo, what do you also think about Sista Fia's call that to her she is not rushing Black Sherrif because she wants to understand Black Sherrif might not be available like that?
Yeah, I agree with her general points. Just that sometimes if you want to do business, then you have to also go with an offer that the other person may not refuse or can't refuse it because it's good for business. So she shouldn't only be looking at the fact that I have connection with him because maybe he's a Ghanaian or maybe I know him from other areas or we have met before, we have connection some way somehow. So we go way back, as they say. As they say, we go way back. So this one you have to be ready for me and all that. Yes, I agree with her general comment that you don't have to go with. You have to be strategic when you want to
do some of these moves. Yeah,
some of these moves you have to be strategic and then also be ready for anything. Don't come later and say you hate the person because they told you or the person tells you that no, I can't do it. You have maybe small numbers or it doesn't make business sense for them. I think that one too is an issue, and people like Photocopy and the father, they will let a lot of people like Kofi Kinata, Sarkodie and Co. Will, instead of telling you I can't do with you, they will blue tick you. So wherever you take it, that's where it is coming from. Because if Kwame Eugene will say no, I can't do it because of your numbers, and people will still find a way to make him look bad. Then why should I also go and say that I can't vibe with the song? No, I will just blue tick you and go. When you feel that no, I'm not responding, then you will know that I'm not ready to do the work with you.
Okay.
The reason may come later, or it may not come at all. It's not good for people to do that. But I think the only way something like that will stop is when those who are approaching will have expectation that anything can happen. If you are ready for me, fine. If you are not ready for me, fine. If people are not having issue with that, those who are the receiving end of such proposals will also be open to do it. Because when it is happening between labels and labels, some of these things will not come.
Yeah, it is smooth. You don't hear anything
you don't hear anything at all. The label can say, no, we are not ready to do it. And that's the end of it. You won't come out and say, I hate the label. They didn't take my offer and all that. No. But if it is an individual, then the emotions and other things, because at that point, it's not looking like it's business. That's where the issue is.
It's like friendship.
It's friendship. I know you. I've done something for you before. I was at your program. I mean, when you call us, we come.
And the Omukapa. So, Brass, I've been a fan. I've been watching your shows.
Yes.
Since Plus FM. When did they start like this, then you should know that.
Now I send you video. I was even posting. They say because I've been more inboxing him. But mon family Facebook, mon family, you will see what we can do for you anyway. And so that's it. I agree with her, and people should go with such mentality and approach, and I think it will be better for us all. I mean, then we will have the business sense to do it or not to do it. Some people will say that, okay, I want to do it because it makes business sense, or based on what I have with you, why not? I want to also help or do it. But if we are just going because we feel entitled for helping the person there, then we will continue to have the Kofi Kinata and Keche issue, Sarkodie and Sammy issue. And look at what happened at the end of the day. Sammy was saying that I did it for you twice. When you sent it, I just did it for you. So why can't you do it for me? For that reason, there's no reason that Sarkodie will give that will be satisfactory to Samini. Because I've done it for you. Why can't you also do it for you? And the blue tick in anyway, I think people should take this advice. And it will help us all.
From Sista,
from Sista, and it will help us all.
But could it be this advice can only be peculiar to say a few people? In this case, Black Sherrif, but not to everybody. Because yes, she thinks Black Sherrif might be very busy, but is everybody busy?
No, not at all. But there are other reasons. Just that Sista Afia is just basing on the fact that he might be busy. In fact, no matter how busy he is, one, if it makes business sense, he will have time for you. Two, if the vibe is there. So that's why even some of them call for it. Black Sherrif called Sako, the landlord, I want to be on your song.
Album,
Yeah. And then Stormzy called Yahoo Top. So that one there is there. So Sista Afia, in her case, Black Sherrif one day may call and say that, oh, Sista Afia, I think I want to do something with you. That one, no matter how busy he is, he will now find time for her. And the other side is business. So Sista Afia, yes, now Sista Afia just wants to use the relationship that she has with Black Sherrif. But if it is about business, she shouldn't wait for when he's not busy. He should just put in the proposal. If Black Sherrif and the team they look at it and say, okay, I think this
makes business sense.
Yes, why not? Then they will go for it. So that's how it is. Either you go business wise, people having their vibe, or you may be lucky, the person may even call you. That's how it is.
Well, Roland, come through. Let me also get your opinion on this. Sista Afia's call that let's leave Black Sherrif to rest. He might be very busy. Maybe at the right time when I get him, we will do something. When a fan asked why she's not doing a song with Sherrif.
As I it is good. No this and no peace forever and ever. Amen. Oh yes.
Yeah.
You see, the moment you know this, you are able to understand people's space. Sometimes people, you can even assume Black Sherrif is busy, is the busiest person on earth. But meanwhile, we're going to actually on that.
On your busy, sir.
On your busy, sir. So sometimes it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that.
And that's okay.
Yes, it doesn't mean that you can't hit the person up. But make sure you give room for such situations, keke.
Okay.
You give room for the fact that the person may not be able to deliver at that particular time or may not be even able to do it at all. It is that, you see, sometimes that is the reason why so many people get hurt unnecessarily. The last time when we were on CTV and Keche was complaining about their feature with Kenata
and Afia.
You see, I had my own reservation, but because of time, I couldn't chip in those things. You see, what I was thinking was, okay, bro, you've done one solid for him, like you've gone the length and breadth to go all out for him, but the person cannot. And unfortunately, as much as if you are the receiving end, it is painful. There is nothing we can do about it. See, me, I always say that people should learn how to accept disappointment as
have to be content.
Yes, as it being part of life. You would definitely be disappointed at any point in your life, no matter who you are.
And it will come from the people that you
Exactly.
really loved or trusted.
So sometimes in life, let's make rooms for some of these things.
Okay.
And me, my own is also to encourage some people to give, no matter the situation, to give the bitter truth.
Okay.
That is people who think that I can't do it for you. Just let the person know, Charlie, I can't do this for you.
Okay.
No, because you see, whether you keep quiet, whether you say it, the person will. You see, the way they will label you, that is how they will label you. And it is happening between Kwame Eugene and Photocopy. It is the same way they will label. Nothing will change.
But I've seen. Let me say this. I've seen a story of Photocopy's father, who has been talking, and he says he doesn't understand why they finished packing a Kaswa show and nobody is talking about it, but we are talking about Kwame Eugene.
And that's nonsense.
Yeah, he's pained.
That's nonsense.
I read a story on Ghana Web that the boy has done about 5,000 capacity at Kaswa, old market station or something like that. And he expects the media to talk about, but interestingly, the media is rather talking about Kwame Eugene and Photocopy, where he sees as a negative energy.
And who started it?
You see, and now he wants to come and blame who? The media.
That's what I'm saying.
He wants to come
That's
and
what
blame.
I've been saying. That you see, some of these negative things that people talk about, nobody produces them. Or it is they themselves produce it.
Yeah.
After planning and
You see, the issue between Kwame Eugene and Photocopy. At least reasonable people will analyze the issue and know that Kwame Eugene has done nothing wrong. So when it comes out, when you tell the person that, oh, I can't do it at this time because of my time schedules, or maybe I don't catch a vibe with this particular beat you sent me or this song, so let's do something else. And then you want to be bitter and disappointed in the person. When it comes out and people are talking about it, reasonable people will analyze it. Those who want to be very objective and truthful to you will tell you the truth. Kwame Eugene did nothing wrong in that conversation.
Okay, Rob, you wrap it up. Yeah.
So I think people should give other people spaces like that. Else, everybody will have a reason to call the other person like a bad person or paint the person black. These things don't just happen. The fact that these guys are independent artists and can take decisions at any point in time doesn't mean they're entirely free. I give you this example. Do you know that somebody can, depending on whatever vision they have for their career in the year and the review, can do a collaboration with you and tell you to release that particular project next year.
Yeah, that is if you are ready for it.
Exactly. And will you be pleased? Especially looking at also the vision you have for your career. In that light, you are also looking at, okay, this year I want to release 10 songs. Whilst the person in his career wants to only be known for 2 songs in a year. Wizkid in a whole year did not release a song, but had a song with 10 or so for
we can even use Sarkodie.
Exactly.
The whole of last year
He
only
did
came
not-
up with his album Jams.
Yes.
So if at that time he was not released, then you want him
and
to...
you want to release, it doesn't totally correspond with the vision he has.
Okay.
And so many people wouldn't have time to explain things to you like this. So me, I can only plead with the people that they should sometimes, no matter the situation, learn how to give the bitter truth. Because for whatever you would want to, the way they will paint you there, they will still paint you, whether it is now or in the future. But it is better for you to be painted now than for it to be a wasted time for the other person, because in that sense they also have more effort, more energy to add to the painting they want to paint you.
Want to do.
So yes, you know what Sister Afia is saying, you know, peace forever and ever.
Well, thank you. So I know she is in America for a tour, so if you're in America and you want to connect with her, check on her Instagram handle. I think she's posted a flyer of those who would want to contact her for gigs, because she's in America. I'm sure she's going to be there for maybe weeks or months. So she wants to be performing whilst available. So get in touch with her and maybe contact her on social media and let her come through your party, your program, your event, and let's see how much dollars you can pay her. So that when she's looking for Black Sherrif, you say, Black Sherrif, I have $100,000 on the table. I want a feature. Are you ready or not? Then you see if Kwame Eugene is busy or not. That's what your boy is trying to say, simple terms. So I saw this tweet or post from Shatta Wale, and I'm here asking my people, when you see this, how does it make you feel? Does it make you feel like, okay, this is a big deal, or you still would have wanted him to go through the process? Now, Richie, bring that tweet and let me explain what really I want to say to my people. So, Shatta tweeted that, remember I produced the album by myself, mixed and mastered myself, the Maker Studios. And it says, kindly clap for me. It is just small pay. MAALI, I love you, okay? So this is a post Shatta Wale made, still talking about his album. And so far, reports that we are seeing is that the album is really, really doing well. Thank God for success. He was looking for it, and finally, he's getting it. Now, let's pay attention to this. It says, remember, I produced the album by myself, mixed and mastered it. Now, I'm here asking that, should this be considered a big deal, or you still think that as much as you can do it, you still have to have gotten someone who will help in the mastering, someone who will help in the mixing, and someone who will help even with the recording, if there is anything like that? Should we start thinking this way, or since he's done it and it has been possible, we should even look for other artists who can also do same, who can also wake up and record, mix, master their songs on their own? What should be the ideal way? Ro, you can start this. Let's end at the back.
Right, I mean, this is a big deal. And we can't pin this on any other person or everybody. In fact, it can only happen to few people. Yes, okay. As much as variety is definitely a spice of life, it brings so many options to the table. I believe that it is subjective, like to people's vision at a particular time, depending on what they want to achieve. And in every decision that you take, it is only the end results that will justify. Okay. Whether you took a good decision or a bad decision. Okay. And so far, I can say that he did not take a bad decision with him or his studios doing all the
because
work.
He's winning.
Of course. If it had gone sideways, then people would have other, or we can have other reasons to come and say, oh, it is because people are now used to you doing stuff like that. People are like, they don't see it, there's nothing new about what you did or something. Like you have reasons to
comment like that.
Yes. Yeah. To give us to the reason why it did not succeed or it is not making progress. That is it. But the moment you decide to take this particular decision, and besides, this is somebody that has worked with lots of people, both international and local, lots of people, and at each time has a reason why he does that.
He's doing what he's doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's worked with so many other producers, so many hands from different places, and they've all seen successes. So if at this point he wants to do it all by himself, it doesn't mean that he is now being selfish or he wants to be jack of all trades. But then this is somebody that wants to challenge himself at a particular time. You know, sometimes, yes, we are all creative people. The more you do it, the more you get sharpened. The moment you leave certain aspect of your life as a creative person,
you become down.
You become down or rusty.
Stale, yeah.
Exactly. And this is somebody that during the early hours of Shatta Wale, this is somebody that was doing most of the things by himself. And I know in recent times, we've seen so many of his projects that were produced or touched by
some people, yeah.
So I know this would be one of the reasons why he would want to do some of these things for himself.
Okay.
So he would know that, okay, am I still in shape?
I still got the form.
Yes. Yeah. Do I still have the form to even work on other people? And this is also another way of marketing yourself to other people.
Okay.
That yes, being a creative person means that you have different areas that you can touch. It is not only about you, how do you call it, singing or just doing music.
There are other sides.
There are other sides of you. Now it is not about, okay, we have other people who will just be featured as musicians, but you come with double. You come with certain leverages as even being a producer. So even if today somebody wants somebody to produce a song for them, and maybe Shatta Wale is available, he wouldn't be far, like the person would have no problem employing Shatta Wale to be the producer of the song. And this is also another marketing tool that actually, it is not only about, whenever you come to me, it shouldn't only be about you asking for a feature, but you can equally ask for a beat, even if it means at a cool price. You can equally ask for a beat, and Ubenya says Shatta Wale produce you in your mama. It is also a big deal. So to me, this is just, I would say congratulations to him, because the decision of him doing everything by himself is paying off. And so far, I'm sure whatever results that he wanted to see, which made him do everything by himself, he's seeing it. So I would say congratulations to him. So far, it did not go sideways. So we can only be happy.
But it's our structure like that. It's our music industry, not only in Ghana, like globally. Is the structure like that?
Sometimes. Oh yes. There are people who do their own projects. It's universal. It is in the whole world. People do it by themselves. We have people who even, like DJ Khaled, he produces his song, sometimes features other people. He's a DJ, goes to the club and play his song. Normal. He does everything by himself. So some of these things, yes, it comes with it being like you being a creative person. So it is accepted.
Wow, Chamo, what do you also think about this?
Great. I mean, from just about the tweet that he did. You know, I want to borrow this proverb from in academic world. When you do so much and you think that you deserve something, the highest award that you can get will be coming from the Nobel organization.
Prize,
so the Nobel Prize winner, a writer called Chinua Achebe from Nigeria. In one of his books, I think Things Fall Apart, he said that an agama lizard who fall from a Iroko tree
will nod the head.
Yes,
and praise
then say that if no one praises me,
I'll praise myself.
Yes, I want to borrow that proverb, and I see that now Shatta is praising himself, and I think it's right because everything is going well. I mean, the album now, I've listened to some of them, and I must say I'm enjoying the ones that I've listened to so far. So good. Yeah, I've listened to the Mansa Musa one and Show Me, and then there's another one. I think that's the one I'm really enjoying. There's a third one. I don't know. Last year,
Did My Time is also a conscious song.
Last year I got money or something.
I think that was Did My Time.
Yeah,
I think so.
But I saw the title to be Last Year Money or something. Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, Richie, you can share the titles with us if there is a song like that last year in it.
Yeah, last year or last year or something.
In a real life, they will know Heartless, Did My Time, African Kylie, Killer Weapon. Is it Higher? Killer Weapon, Richer Than Last Year.
Yes, that's one.
Richer Than Last Year.
Richer Than Last Year. So far, that's my favorite on the album, and I think it's going well. I mean, he did it himself, and it's going well. Like when you listen to it, you enjoy. I mean, if not everything there, you will get one or two in there.
As
That will be your favorite. And in the music space or in this industry, that's how it is. So I think he has done well. So he deserves every right to praise himself. In that sense. And if others can emulate, no, that will be difficult. In fact, we have few people in this world
who can do such a thing.
So what we will say that we will encourage those who can do it for themselves. Yes, but if you can't do it, don't just say because Shatta did it, me too, I want to do
baby.
Over Bokapoto.
In fact.
Yeah. So just know your strength and what you can do. And do it that way. In this space, that will be more helpful than just doing it because Shatta did it. So for Shatta, congratulations to him. I think the album is going well. So far, so good. So this positive. I think he has done well.
Okay, wrap up for us.
Yeah, right. I think that it's a good thing. It's a good thing in the sense that, I mean, if you can do it and do it right, and it will work for you, then continue
do it right.
Do
I think we should also underline that.
Yeah, then continue to do it yourself. But if you can't do it, don't force it. Hire the services of people who can do it right for you, for you to achieve whatever success that you want to achieve. Yeah, so at this point, once Shatta is getting it right and the album is doing very well, we all have to applaud or give him his flowers. I mean, he's doing something that it was a problem between me and Slim Basta.
Okay.
I mean, Shatta Wale is not the first artist to record or mix or produce his own songs. Slim Basta have done it. He was the choreographer. He was teaching his dancers the choreography, what they will have to do on it. You understand? He was doing most of the things, but when you tell him to put the other side of him out, he will say, no, I don't want that. I don't want them to know I did this. I want to really focus on this. And today, maybe he will not admit it, but he might have some regrets. Anytime I have conversations like that with him, I tell him that no, Slim. When Kwame Dazi posted a tweet from TikTok about top 10 producers, when in the first list he mentioned Slim Basta as the third producer that was top at that time. Later on, he came back and then he removed Slim Basta. I was like, then you don't know him.
He came back and removed
Slim Basta, yes. And I was asking that
there could be conversation behind the scenes too.
I know.
Maybe there are some songs he thought were produced by.
Maybe Slim contacted him or connected.
No. Based on Slim's reaction, he did not.
No.
Slim even responded to that tweet.
Oh, okay.
To remove? No, he will not react.
Yeah, he will not. Because the point is, when I can ask anybody that who produces most of Slim Basta's album, he did it himself. Masanaba, Masharita, all those Inshira, Slim produced all those songs himself. So if you want to talk about top producers at that time and you say you are taking him out, and then you bring people that went to training under Fredima when there was a Slim Basta studio already at the Akoma Junction, then what are you talking about?
Yeah, that building is still there.
You understand? He has a hand in even some albums of the late Dasebre and Fejamina, and people don't know.
Did he do Philomena?
He started Philomena's programming and everything. TikTok knows about this thing. In fact, how to even do the rap, Tech was taught in Slim's studio.
On the Philomena song?
Like how to go about that.
Yeah. On the Philomena song?
On the Philomena song, the Philomena Pettinger song. Yeah. So, when I saw that, I was a bit disappointed. So I contacted and I told him that, you see, when I asked you to highlight your production abilities and other things, you did not do it. You see, today when people are even mentioning producers, they can't mention you. Today, if you want to talk about producers now, I will mention Shatta Wale. The Maker Studio. First, I didn't even know. I kept asking people like,
who is the
anytime they were playing that and they were here, the Maker. I'm like, who is this guy, Krana? People are silent about this producer. It was later, I think it was even Massive that told me that it is Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
So me, if you can do the things and get it right like 100% like this for people to enjoy it, let them know about it. So at a point when if you can't sing, for people to dance to. People will come to you for you to produce for them. And it will still fetch you money. But if nobody knows about the other side of you and everybody knows you to be, you then that's it for you. That's the end for you. But if the other side, everybody knows about, then they know your capabilities. Like this man, if you give him this thing, this is how he's going to deliver and give it to you. People will still patronize you.
So I have one follow-up. Do you think Shatta will do everything himself because of any of the reasons above? Because one, he doesn't trust people to do it. 1, 2, he doesn't want to spend money for them to do it. 3, they are not available. Which of these reasons do you think, because of that, Shatta might do everything himself?
I'll take all the 3 reasons. My reason is very simple, because sometimes, if you have the ability to do it, if you know you can do it, and you listen to certain conversations from people who just do just that, like they are just producers, they make songs, and then you look at some of the rates that they mentioned, you can understand it doesn't, like, they are not reasonable rates. So you feel like, okay, instead of giving this money out, why don't I save the money and then mix it myself? So yes, some of them too, they think like, okay, going to give my song to Roland for him to mix for me, it is going to take a long time. And
because some people do that.
Yes, so artists and brass, and we should always take into consideration the plans of the artist. If you don't consider those things, you will miss a lot of things, because the artist wants to do this maybe in the next 2 weeks. You keep the person's song or rushes of his video for over a month, 2 months.
And you've not edited for.
What's selling? You can spoil the person's entire yearly plan.
Yeah.
Because there was an January, open more they February. There was a February now, March. Now March they are April. What say BBA?
Shift agenda.
What say agenda nini now? What I say? And so when people sit down and they think like, okay, me dey come and Charlie, what's up? You touch the song. Yeah, Charlie, give me up to Friday. I go sort and give you. Friday, Friday you will call them the same thing. Then the person will just be delaying you. And some of the artists, they record projects because of business. So ABO was targeted some big contracts. Be thinking, say, when I put this work out, I am going to chase this. And that contract in a time
I'm putting in this work so that I can go and have this conversation.
You understand?
At that time.
There is time limits to those conversations. So if you want to keep somebody's work, because now you are the biggest mix master in Ghana or Accra, then you keep people's works there like that. Now I'll sell more plans. Then if I know how to do it, I'll do it myself. That's what I'm saying. I'll take all the 3, because some of them, they are not available. Some of them too are just calling out on reasonable rates. Ultimately, are maybe a machine software now no can say use no cry ton but no we or crack it. Into your said and invest in be also offers are in the pool. Obi so got software you see those people I am sure I've lived with Slim Bastard before, and in his studio he makes sure he buys every software he wants to use. Original like ebeba box mu with bibia. And so on himself or $1,000. Now Obama catch us say, if you want me to use this thing that you've heard out there, this is the software that it is used for. Let's say you charge $500 for it, because a lot of people will come and patronize it. It makes sense, because I don't know the baby man, ne boy heading. Until to me be charge you anything less. It will give you quality, yeah. And it will give you that quality that you, so he can't charge you anything less. But if you don't have the thing, like some people, they don't even have the software. People move. Somebody is an expert in mixing, but I just want to call Chemo Studio. Answer no benya software. Maybe you hear answer no. They are calling mixing. Maybe I Chemo so I jinko for Jumego. No so. No so yeah. We ya. Man be try machine. They just say make say Sammy flex no man. And all of these things delays the artist's works. Into obeti me ya. Ono anya na de. Me the only time I have problem with an artist that the album cover, you forgot to add the album cover. Yeah. well, maybe he did not do that. Maybe. Okay. I want to believe.
I don't trust. He did it himself.
he did the album.
Oh no, if he did it, he would have mentioned it.
Then he should maybe he has forgotten about it. Or maybe he doesn't.
No, if he did it, he would have mentioned it. Because the way he was going, stating everything he did.
He should, if he did, I'm saying that if Shatta did the album cover, he should put it out so that those people who want billboards and that they will know that Shatta Wale can design, graphic design.
No.
Why not?
No. Why? He can do it for himself, but not
for others.
Okay. That one it is done. You can do something for yourself, but you don't do them commercially.
I understand. But what I'm also saying is at some point
I can wash my car.
Yeah, I can't go ahead. And then I know how to wash. I'm going to wash.
But the designing one, now I'm saying the graph way I'm Shatta Wale, you know the money that he will be making. What are you saying? So if he did it, he should mention that one. If he didn't do it, he should give credit to the one the designer who did the album cover. That's what I'm saying. So artists should emulate some of these things. In fact, if you can do anything, put it out. Don't put it under your bed.
Okay.
And expect that people will talk about it. You ain't even could discover and you become one until you put it out.
But before we go, let me put this one in. Tomorrow is I think 4th. And then we have a birthday here. So we have to talk about that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's Currency's birthday tomorrow. Yes.
Yeah, true.
So we can't keep calm.
Yeah, Roland.
He's going to do donation.
No, he didn't.
He won't do it.
We can't keep calm. Which is our currency.
It is his desire to do some donation, but not with the camera one. So that's his decision. Of course, not everybody who does anything.
That's one's camera.
I mean, on my birthday, I went to dash my Sunday school children some goods, but I didn't want to capture that.
So you can't keep calm like that. It's Currency's birthday.
Happy birthday!
And he's really popular when it comes to.
He was the guy who produced Shatta Wale's Bad Man video.
Yeah, director 25,000.
And even at this point, he's ready to take $25,000 for a music video. Half of TJ Omori's price.
TJ Omori takes 50,000.
And Currency is ready to take half. So 25. So happy birthday.
All right, so happy birthday to Currency in advance, and we want you guys to be a part of the birthday celebration tomorrow. Guys, let me say thanks to Team Dodo Solomon at the extreme end, our online manager here, Sammy Flex TV, Nana Reagan, road manager for Wendy Shea, also a journalist and a publicist, talent manager, as well as Roland Amate, who is also a talent manager, digital promoter, and if you have an event and you want a publicist for it, and super CMZ watch the suit, to Digital Rasta, Currency is on camera, his birthday is tomorrow, and to Richie Flex, editor director of our show. If there is something you want to share with us on the show, feel free and drop it in the comment section. If you've not subscribed to us, please do, because we need you to be a part of our family. Meanwhile, we want to say thanks, and we want to say we appreciate everybody who has subscribed to our channel already. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. We're out of here.